watching to see what happens here, because Kassadin's matchups are pretty good now, and we'll see what happens with that double teleport and the fact they have triple global on the side of Young Generation if they can use this.
And want to see how Broxah plays the early game jungle as well. Elise is an early game jungler. It's something Broxah is known for as well. He has played an incredibly strong Elise across the entirety of his career, and he really needs to set up his lanes for success. Bot lane probably going to be a little bit more passive. Reckless and Jesus are happy to stand back behind the shield when they need to. But looking at top, looking at mid, and looking to see how FNATIC close out their play-ins group stage run.
And you want to end it on that 4-0 if you're FNATIC. You don't want to drop any games, have that hint of weakness. But Null was kind of the one to expose Caps a little bit in that mid lane in terms of how much help he gets. But when you have an Elise up against the Kassadin that sucks at wave clearing early, you can tower dive him pre-6 and have it be something that's very favorable for you. So FNATIC are set up to play around that mid lane if they want to. So if Young Generation hit those level 6s and they're proactive, we could see Jez's and Reckless have pressure on this bottom side. And there they go immediately in the tri-brush, trying to chunk out Jez's so they get pressure.
Bitcoin needs to be a...
Broxah, and then right here, Venus.
Hasn't got smite, so does actually have to be a little bit cautious because Soaz is looking for the knock-up into the Nom. Soaz steals away the Rift Scuttler.
At those types of champions and maximizing his damage output with just attack speed.
Oh. On the other side of the Rift, Big Koro is known as one of the best AD carries over in the GPL. Him alongside Pallet known as the best bot lane in Vietnam. So they are a very strong matchup against Reckless and Jez's, who are slightly behind in that bottom lane as expected. And talking of attack speed, it's triple dagger for Reckless. Yeah. So just continues to stack up those shivs to try and slice down Big Koro and Pallet. Broxah looking for this dive up towards the top side. Nocti pops in the shield of Durant.
Oh, Soaz took aggro.
To Soaz. Broxah looking to see if he can get the damage. The beast comes out and Soaz goes down. Good kill for Nocti as here comes Venus. Can he crush the spider under the barrel? Broxah takes a barrel to the face, still has the flash. The cocoon looking for the flash across the wall, does land it. Big Koro engaged on here with the concussive blows.
One more
Reckless
shot.
needs one more shot, but can't quite get there. And now
the
turns it back around the heel. The kill, Big Koro with another for Young Generation.
The biggest Koro on the team. He hasn't purchased yet, and they just won a 2-on-2.
Let's have another look at this top lane dive.
Yeah, the top lane dive. This is where Nocti just gets the channel, and he knows it's coming then. Dodges Soaz, and then Soaz gets everything off. It was actually good from Soaz to get all of that off, but it was really good from Nocti to see that moment. Right here, Big Koro, level 5, flashes away, and Reckless still has heal. Reckless could heal and push forward for the extra movement speed to hit Koro on the last shot, but he doesn't go for it. He heals afterwards, but the Ignite is down, and that's enough after the stack
stage, and it's great job from Young Generation to shut him down.
Yeah, Reckless is in a pretty bad position, and like I said, they could start 4-manning, 5-manning bottom with these double teleports, and now this mid lane matchup starts flipping a little bit depending on the Kassadin's aggression and who's around. Oh, he still got stunned.
Done. Dark Sphere, Scudder the Weak is up as well for Caps if he wants it, but he hasn't got heal. Broxah misses, well, and Jez's, that they have vision awareness on that Elise.
Yeah, and Frostfang, well, we'll see what happens here, actually. They're all hiding in this bush down bottom. Reckless stepping up. They're going to exploit him.
Of it. There we go. He has to jump across the wall. Chased. Glitter Lance. Ignite.
Wow!
Long shot. The Vietnamese sniper from Big Koro as he gets the kill from long range.
Big Koro is just shutting him down. And Reckless, this is going to go from bad to worse because Tristana, I talked about Reckless's style of buying a lot of attack speed sometimes and the way that his rune pages are set up, like all attack speed blues, 2 attack speed quintessences, a lifesteal quint, and then he has 3 attack speed reds. He has so much attack speed in his page, very little AD, and it looks like he was maybe going for early, maybe static shiv here to help wave clear, something along those lines. But now, low damage, low attack damage behind Tristana already having a lot of attack speed from her Q is going to make it very difficult for him to start picking up this CS quickly getting into this game. And this was just Pallet
ahead in just a single lane is absolutely devastating. They've already got first tower blood to bot, now they rotate to top, they force Soaz out of position. This is superlative stuff from Young Generation. They are showing us why the GPL deserved a second seed after Gigabyte Marines did so well at MSI.
Yeah, after day 1, it was kind of like, okay, what's going on? They lost to Chaos Latin Gamers, and then they ended up taking FNATIC to 52 minutes and dropping the ball. Right here, though, 4 people from FNATIC on the bottom side for Nocti.
But Nocti gets out, does have to burn the flash. They're going to get the tower, but look at the top top side of the map. Bikoro and Pallet are still pushing in. Venus here to help as well. And at the moment, the whole game is revolving around this bot lane from Young Generation.
And Nocti was able to help clear that wave out, so it's actually a huge tempo advantage. This is going to go 3 turrets up to 1 here. And they don't have a minion wave after this, but they'll be able to clear the next one and get complete control of this area.
And you've got Rift Herald up there if you want it. Dominant in this game.
And the way that Young Generation took that last game against FNATIC so long was because of Null and the mid lane priority, but now it's just the bottom lane outclassing FNATIC's bottom lane with an aggressive matchup. They were able to push it, and they got those 2-on-2 kills in a fight that FNATIC picked.
What I love about this as well is a lot of people came into this game saying that Young Generation may cause an upset to improve that turret-taking ability.
Yeah.
And you can use Rift Herald, but that's scattered, and that Rift Herald should be cancelled out. But Caps goes low. The explosive cast takes him down, and Young Generation used the Rift Herald as a bit of a bait and looked towards mid.
Well, I feel like he didn't know it was going to happen. He got picked up. Caps went forward, blew both summoner spells, and it's going to be the same result as if they had picked up that Rift Herald and used it here. Unless this wave gets cleared.
Roxer there with the volatile
Null from behind on Jesus.
On the flank. 1 minion remains, but here comes Reckless. Null jumps in, trying to take the tower first. Wild goes knock up with the Glacial Fissure. The stun down, and Reckless gets a kill. Null a little bit over aggressive for that mid lane tower for them, but they have definitely acclimatized and adjusted towards the Wuhan world stage today.
Yeah, Venus, in my opinion, is kind of the one player where I'm not watching him step up as much as some of the others here, where everybody's kind of had those standout moments. Venus is just by the book, pretty consistent so far. Now they're just going to get tempo mid. He's there as well. And that's might be another 2 turret for 1 trade. And on top of it, the Caston is shoving bottom lane. So they can go to the Dragon if they want, or they can go take a tier 2 bottom if it's not answered in time.
5 towers to 2 in favor of Young. That FNATIC were able to respond.
Yeah, they're like, we're ahead. We don't have to really push anything just yet. But now you see 2 items for Bikoro. Reckless on that 1.5 was kind of rushing the Static Shiv in that situation to look for wave clear and look for the ability to pick up CS later, but manage. They end up slingshotting ahead.
FNATIC force mid, they will be able to get this tower down. Tristana very good at taking turrets, even when slightly behind. Oh yeah, he's going to be seen there. Now he's backing. Reckless, you're on a pink ward. Venus jumps across the wall. Reckless, you're on a ward, my man. And there comes the explosive cast, knocking back Pallet with the wild growth. And Reckless is dead. He just was not aware of the vision from Young Generation. And now this could spell a Baron for YG.
He could see it. He just didn't respect it. And then the cast came over.
Nor's jumping in onto Jez's and Boxer here as Boxer is forced back. Young Generation don't quite want to pull the trigger on the Baron yet, and they will have the teleport coming in here from Soaz as well.
It looks like a bait. They're all just standing there. They're standing there. They know they don't have vision because the control board, they're going to try to catch somebody who walks up.
There, they're going to catch out Caps, who flashes away. Nor jumps straight into Cocoon. Jez's puts up the Unbreakable and tries to shield the rest of the FNATIC lineup. Nor continuing to press forward. Caps is low. Already Jez is dead. Nor still alive in the front line. Soaz there doesn't have the beast, so he can't nom down on the Young Generation. And the Millennials are winning this battle. They've killed so many industries, and at the moment they are killing FNATIC. Young Generation looking for Brock's control of their own destiny as well, looking for that second seed of the group, looking to show Cloud9 and Team WE and either Fenerbahce or the Hong Kong attitude. Young Generation don't give a damn about FNATIC's legacy. They are the newcomers. They are the second seed from the GPL, and they are the team that are about to take Baron away from FNATIC. And FNATIC have something to say about this.
Keep this Cho'Gath out if you're Young Generation.
No feast for him just quite yet.
Almost.
2,000 HP on that Baron. His Jez is in the front line. Caps up towards the side, trying to steal it. Can't get it. 51 HP. And the Galio secures it. And now FNATIC have to run for the hills because Jez is going to go down. Young Generation, 8 kills to 2 up. A Baron in their back pocket. And they are destroying FNATIC.
3-item spike. That one that lets him kite around really heavily. But this is a start. But I feel like Young Generation are just going to run away with this.
So as comes down, there is a Hero's Entrance available for Nocti, but at the moment he is just pushing mid, getting that inhibitor for himself. They split it up. It's a 1-4, not the 1-3-1 quite yet. Null deciding he wants to be with the team. He needs to be there from the start. Chip damage after chip damage on towards this tower. Bikoro walks up the shield, and they will get the turret. FNATIC unable to defend their base as Young Generation crack into it. So as knocked back, he popped the Righteous Glory. Here's Nocti as well joining the fight. Jezis jumps forward. Reckless and Caps are looking for it. They're on the back line. The Cocoon doesn't connect. The Taunt does, and Jezis once again has to step back. They cannot find inroads. They cannot find a point of weakness.
A gold from that. And you can see right now, oh, Reckless.
Hero's Entrance is coming bot because they want to kill Soaz. Null is going in. Soaz has to run. He has got the feast. Feral Screen comes out. There's the Gargoyles as well. Reckless and Broxo are on their way, and now they're going to turn it back on towards Nocti, perhaps an overstay by the young generation, but Nocti and Nor will back away, and they're getting turrets up in the top lane, in the mid lane as well. Venus is pushing for these towers.
Now, Venus is the one who's really providing that pressure. So Caps is able to just walk here of only a few seconds where you have to find something on young generation if you're FNATIC, and they may have found it with Nocti, but he's hella tank.
Yeah, Shoulder Dram will keep him alive for the time being. Knocked back from Venus. That's an ultimate use.
It's a good disengage though, because that allows Null to continue pushing this bottom side.
I think they kept Soaz around across towards the top side as well. It
Mid.
might just be FNATIC giving up this inhibitor, but they've been played across the map. Perhaps they've even played themselves because they are investing time into this Baron, and young generation are investing time into the base. They're looking for it. 3 members against 2. Venus looking for the steal as well. Knocked back on the buster shot. FNATIC get the empowered recalls from the Baron, but can they get away from Nocti and Venus? Because at the moment their Nexus towers are falling. Young generation are looking for the upset of the tournament as they go for the Nexus towers. The backs come out. Null is jumping around. Null could do the castle in. He can do the backdoor. He's looking for it. Is he going to get it against FNATIC? Rox has killed 1. Null, Pallet, Nocti. Young generation get the win against FNATIC.
No tiebreaker. Young generation are the #2 team out of the group, taking down FNATIC.
I told you he'd do it. I told you he'd do it. Null with an amazing play. Young generation just blowing my mind with how well they played that game. It was methodical. It was clean. They only needed 8 kills to beat FNATIC.
And we're talking about macro. That was a game.